Welcome in, Cancer. Welcome to Auntie Chats and Tarot. Hello. Thank you to all of you who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Remember, not everything will resonate here. Take what does and leave the rest. Take what helps you to help yourself and leave the rest. I'm feeling dizzy already. What's going on with you? Too much going on. Too many stressful situations. Feeling stressed out. Very lightheaded. Having to deal with things that are stressful. Could be someone's health in the family. Dealing with that is stressful. Something like that. Please do like this video if you find it helpful. If you feel inclined, subscribe to the channel. Would love to hear your comments. Remember, you're in charge of what you let in and what you don't in life. Here we go, Cancers. Yeah, why are you lightheaded? Come on. Dee-me, telling me, dee-me. 5 of Wands. Too much going on. It's chaotic right now. Why? Why is it chaotic? You're trying to figure out a strategy out of it, but it's chaotic, stressful. Ugh. What's the strategy to your happiness? I feel like one of the strategies is let things come to you. You know, you're out there trying to fight and juggle all these, keep the balls all juggled and in the air. But something about a lot of people lying to you. A lot of people like thinking they're pulling the wool over your eyes, and they're blatantly lying to you. And you're onto it, and you've said in a polite way, I'm onto it, and then like they just keep with their rhetoric, their nonsense. It's time to recover from this, you know? It's like, it's something about cut your losses, don't keep telling people, you know, I know what you're doing. You are in the wrong, because they don't care. A lot of these situations are because they don't care if they lie or not, okay? So cutting your losses is something here. Yeah, but you've been definitely burdened. Definitely. That's why you're dizzy, Cancer. 9 of Cups. This is focus in on your, you know, it really should be a time of wishes granted here for you, okay? And instead you're just dealing in chaos. So I'm hearing, you know, register what is your chaos. And first and foremost, start out by this activity, letting go of what isn't your chaos. Don't take on other people's chaos. What is yours? Define it. And then only be working on how to solve what is yours, not someone else's. Yeah, King of Swords. I've seen this card come through twice for you now, Ace of Cups, the King of Swords, that is. Ace comes out with the Ace of Cups, yeah. Because you're supposed to be working on or focusing in on, yeah, wishes granted here. What is it you really want? What really inspires you? What are you in love with? Who are you in love with? These are the things to be focused in on, okay, is what the cards are saying. I see you trying to have a strategy to kind of get out of the chaos, but I feel like the message is refocus, not on the chaos. Focus in on what you love, who you love. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, and it's like you know what you don't like. You know what's not working for you. You know what doesn't turn your crank. Tower. And you've seen too much of that in your life that has caused you some downfalls. 3 of Wands. Spirit says, 3 of Wands in the reverse. Spirit says, you gotta be thinking bigger. Think bigger, Cancer. And also remember, your focus isn't on the chaos and the problems. Your focus is on, what do I love? Answer that, then move, okay? All the chaos, let it unfold by itself. It's kind of like a don't get involved there. This chaos I'm hearing has been going on for a long time. 6 of Cups is out here now. The 9 of Wands. It's either been going on for a long time with a certain situation or certain people. It's old hat. Yeah, don't look at it anymore. Don't give it eye contact. Don't give it your time, attention, emotions. Yeah, that's how you rise again. Rise up with what you love. Answer that question. Have 2 or 3 things that are the answer to that question, and pursue that. And have that in mind. And that's what you focus in on. Because the divine wants to give you a gift here. The divine wants to come through. Wishes granted is the divine course here for you. Eight of Swords. Yeah. There's an element here of losing sight that you're in charge. You're in charge of your life. Yeah. Somebody really needs to hear that. You are in charge of what you let in and what you don't in life, which is what I try and start with in my videos. Somebody could have long hair and tattoos. You feel very trapped. Spirit is saying you're not trapped, okay? It's a refocusing of, it's just a refocusing of your energy and your attention. You know, you're over here, this isn't working out, it hasn't worked out for a long time. This is problem city all the time. And you go, I'm looking here now. Four of Wands, yeah, because you're meant for a celebration here. This is a big celebration where you bring in family and you celebrate somebody, or you celebrate a connection, or you have the opportunity where you're not over here, getting pulled into chaos. But remember, we're looking over here going, this is where I'm headed. This is my path now, what I love. And in some instances, doing that shift will undoubtedly help you in many areas. But for those of you looking for love, that also helps as well. The shift of perspective. Five of Swords sideways. Yeah, there's somebody you're not sure. Are they competitive with me or not? Well, they're not when they need your help. But then they quickly dismiss you too. Like if they get really desperate and they need your help and your skills, boy, they're the first person to ask you for help. Please join me here. What are you doing this day? Can you be here with me? I need your help. But during these activities, they're the first person to also dismiss you. You're not doing it right, whatever, very, very pessimistic energy. This is something you grew up with, or let me just say, this is something you're familiar with. So gaining perspective there. Two of Pentacles. And also by gaining the perspective, you recognize that when I'm talking, you're like, yeah, I am already aware of this situation. Has been going on for a long time. So instead of juggling their nonsense and, even helping them with their whatever it is, you're just gaining clarity on, you don't hold me back. You don't need me. And then the minute you don't need me, you just are very rude and dismissive. Two of Wands. And so the pattern goes. Then they need you. Then they're disrespectful, this type of thing. Yeah, it's, don't get comfortable here. By that I mean, yeah, sure, maybe you feel like some responsibility here, but remember your focus isn't here anymore. So you're really not going to give that any more thought because you're looking over here to what you love. That's where you're going. That's where you're headed. Because maybe you've just thought this topic to death, and it never, ever comes to any kind of clear conclusion. And maybe it's not supposed to. Three of Pentacles talks about not being involved in certain groups, not being included. But is that a blessing in disguise? A lot of blessings in disguises in today's reading. Page of Swords. What do you want to move forward with? And that's it. That's what Spirit's saying. What do you want to move forward with? Remember, not here. Here. Keep it simple, I hear. Keep it simple. Keep it simple and keep it sweet. Okay, I can do that. Ten of Wands in the reverse. No more burdens. No more burdens. Think about you. Think about your goals. Think about, what you love. Build your foundation from that. Because you're coming from lack, and you're coming from people that pretend like they're leaders, and they're not leaders. They need you for the leadership, okay? And that's what you've lived many, many times. And then they dismiss you when the leadership part is finished. No. Spirit says no. Spirit says recover. It's time to recover from that type of energy, using energy. And maybe they're a family member, or, there's somebody that you're close to where you feel like you have to help them. But Spirit's saying, yeah, gain perspective there. Don't actually think about it too much, but that is the perspective that, you've put up with this for long enough, and invest in self. It's thrown you off balance. And of course it has, because it messes with your happiness. Like, do I trust this person or not? Well, I feel like Spirit's saying, look, that's that person's problem, that they're inconsistent and they're a game player, and they are inauthentic in a lot of ways with the dismissal part. I think they're very authentic with, I need your help. But then they're very tricky and gameplay when they dismiss you. Okay. And just Spirit is saying enough of this. Magnetic attraction, that's for those of you who are getting on this path and wanting somebody in your life. And I think just that shift in perspective helps that. Illness, but I think maybe you are helping somebody with an illness right now. And certainly, I have gotten the feeling that this has been deeply personal for you. This person could be a hoarder. And so you don't want to cut them out entirely. And I don't think that's the message either, but it's like more of a investment in self here. Sure. And what you love. You were born with gifts. Yeah, you're the leader they need. Okay? You're the charming that they need. You're the supporter, the nurturer that they need. You're the magical abundance. And maybe always have been for your family. But I feel like, they try and mess with that too. And like, not give you your due. There's jealousy there. Ask for help. Not from this group, from the new group that you turn to. The new group that develops because your focus goes. Stay quiet about it when the help arrives. Stay quiet about it with this person that's tricky. They're tricky. Don't tell them all the things you're doing, because actually what you're doing is you're healing from them. Okay, but this moves fast once you start the healing process. Moves real fast. I see a couple of clarifying cards on moving real fast. As you recover, it's time for you to recover. Yeah, and they have just some sort of tricky way about them that I think, has always been like some sort of attachment. So it's don't stay here. No more regrets here. Yeah, and then you'll see your victories come in. Absolutely. Use your head here. You're very sharp. Your own mind here is what's required, and staying quiet about this. Because when you confide in them, then and it sounds bad, but, take this if it helps. When you confide in them and you're feeling like, you guys have some sort of significant bond, ask yourself, once you confide in them, is that information used against you? Okay? And if so, well, give that some thought too. Because it may be something that needs to be, they're very judgy. So there's kind of spirit in here saying, block this. The truth sets you free here. It's time for you to be seen, not for you to assist them and then be dismissed after you assist. Okay? Something like that. And I feel like and a lot of you, I feel like the energy is coming out. I want my person. Where is my person? But it's something about their energy and like the looking this way that's keeping you from seeing that person that you want to connect with. Maybe start your own family. Yeah. Start looking over here. Get on this path over here. What do you love? And then I feel like the cards are saying things start falling into place the way you've hoped. Feeling a missing out? Sure. Yeah, I think you have, because you've been very devoted to this person, even though I don't think this person gives you any kind of credit for that devotion, or hardly any. But, don't be afraid here. Don't be afraid to be yourself. You have a way when you're on your own, minus this energy, that draws the right people to you, draws the right situations to you, because you're magic. It's like pigs fly. Pigs can fly around you, okay? And then this energy around you, when around you, is more like not doing their part. You're putting in 100%, they're putting in 10, something like that. Yeah. Stay grounded with this. This one's a tricky one because this person is someone you're close with in the family. Not someone you've chosen to be close with, but someone that you've grown up with type thing. So it's tricky energy. But you can still have a relationship with this person and do yourself a favor by investing in self. That's your message, Cancer. I hope it's been helpful. Please do like this video, hype it if you have the opportunity, comment below, and subscribe to the channel. I would love that. Until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.